doing on the Cape then?
Oh, I'm just here for the summer. Vibing. Staying at a friend's parents' place.
You working?
Not right now. I'm on disability.
You look good to me.
Not in here.
When they tell you they're crazy, honey, you better listen. What's going on, y'all? On today's Lamont Tyson Hightown Season 3, Episode 2 review, we'll cover Ray. How long is it going to take for him to give up the panty draws to Sara? We'll discuss that. We'll also discuss the boo thing of Frankie. That chick is getting really, really crazy. And honey, there's about to be a war on the Cape. I've always called Osito the king of the Cape. Well, honey, he's about to go to war, and we'll discuss that and everything going on in Hightown Season 3, Episode 2 starts right now.
I'm up early for the dealers come out. Everybody is outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month. I got that pull. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.
That's right, everybody. You in the building with y'all knowing, all loving, all feeling, all seeing, all powerful. Just damn all everything. Sexy as hell host of this channel. That's me. And then I've got my sexier than hell host, my wife, Crystal Tyson. How are you doing today, Dr. Tyson?
Hello, I'm doing fine.
You're doing fine?
Yeah.
I want you guys to understand it is a real stretch sometimes to get us to do reviews together because my wife is a physician specialized in kidneys, and it's hard to get her up here. But when she's here, she enjoys it. She enjoys the feedback you guys give her about the way I make her cringe and say crazy things.
Please don't encourage him.
So please, yes. Encouragement is the best form of thank you on this channel. Having said that, please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Links is all in description. Honey, let's go ahead and dive on into this thing. The first thing we see, you know I was wanting this so bad. I wanted to know what happened to Odin's son, father of Thor. And I didn't think we was going to see him again. I am so glad they put this in there. But Jackie goes back to his house because she's trying to put her memories back together. We already know that there's a dead body somewhere, we think. So he goes over here to Odin's son's house, and this guy come out the house with a fucking musket. A bayonet with a sword. And Jackie's like, whoa, brother, I just want some information. And we find out that the girl was Veronica, and she came from New Backpage, honey. What did you think about this scene when you saw all this go down?
Seeing him, I guess, puts to bed like that whatever happened at his house at the end of last season, that it wasn't a traumatic type event.
Right.
It was basically the beginning of Jackie's downward spiral again. Yeah.
He didn't have anything to do with touching her, putting hands on her, or anything like that.
Right.
And he was actually kind of nice to give her that information. He didn't have to give her the information.
Right.
And then he's trying to get her to do some more drugs while she's there. And she is in full, I got me a new white horse. I'm Captain Save-'em. She's in full Captain Save-'em mode. Right. And that has always been one of her downfalls, along with the drugs.
What? Having that Captain Save-'em mentality?
Yeah, that Captain Save. She's been trying to solve cases for these women on every season, basically, even if it requires her to do things that are illegal or could harm her.
I think she has a poor self-image of herself, and so being able to, save women or basically solve a crime or solve a mystery, whatever, in her job, that's what gives her her purpose. Yeah, it gives her purpose, and it makes her feel good about herself. Like, see, I actually can do something good. So I think that's why she's so, that's why she looks for her white horse, because that makes her a good person. It makes her a good person. It gives her value because she doesn't value herself.
Okay. All right. Post your comments. We want to hear about that. Very next scene, we got this crazy jail bay. honey, I don't know of any woman who could pull off what this crazy woman did.
And that's a perfect silhouette right there.
Perfect. Look, honey, I'm a professional at this. I don't do this for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
This chick literally pulled out of her hoo-ha a cell phone wrapped in a condom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, honey, how many women you know that's got vagina shaped in the form of a square? Other than when the baby's coming out. Not me. I don't know any. Do you? Don't know none?
No.
Okay. Well, she pulled a condom wrapped phone out of her hoo-ha, gave it to Frankie, and then asked Frankie to basically do something for the camera, make me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
But what I took away from all that, number one, I knew she was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But number two, he's testing how crazy she's willing to go. Because she asked him, am I going to get in trouble? Could this lead to something? And he basically said, you should be willing to kill for me. He ain't say that, but that's basically what he said.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about this crazy silhouette?
I mean, we saw that episode 1 that she was going to be, like I said, that's his puppet right there.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to do anything and everything he tells her to do.
Right.
So this is her. She hasn't had any excitement in life.
Nope.
She sits at home with her mom or whatever.
Her nana.
So she has no excitement. So this is going to be her thrill ride, her present day thrill ride. And so she's all in.
Do she really fully understand what kind of thrill ride she's getting into?
I think so. I don't think she's dumb. I think she's fully aware of what could happen.
Well, let me say it like this. When you go to a court of law, if they deem you too crazy to be or deem you too crazy, sometimes you can get away with that. And
Mm-hmm.
this chick is clinically that crazy, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think she's fully aware because she's so crazy. I don't think she's fully aware of the kind of trouble she's about to get into dealing with Frankie and the things he's asking of her. I think she's just looking at you helping me get my rocks off, and I don't even understand or care about the consequences.
Mm-hmm. I think she's aware of the consequences and she doesn't care.
Okay. All right. We'll see. But he's asking her to do some dastardly stuff. Now, the thing is, honey, can you agree she's crazy?
I said that episode 1.
Well,
yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, fellas, a lot of y'all have been like me and dealt and had fun with crazy women.
I mean, does that absolve her of having any, responsibility? I don't think she's like clinically crazy to the point where
I do. But
you
not
can't hold her accountable.
Well, even if you're clinically crazy, if you go shoot somebody, you still go to jail. Even if you clinically crazy, you can be special needs.
You're saying she's crossing the line of not being able to, take account for what she's doing.
No.
So she can get away with it because.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying it don't matter how crazy you are. You shouldn't be getting away in the court of law with anything if it's heinous enough, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And some people have. But I think no matter what she does, she's not at the even if they was to say she's that heinously crazy. You do something to harm somebody, you still sit your butt in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And I think that how this is going to turn out is, yes, she's crazy. But like I was saying, fellas, you've dealt with crazy women and you know that they can be a ball of fun. But the problem is you can't trust their crazy asses because when they turn on you, they ultimately will, because of whatever psychosis and insecurities they have going on in their head, they're going to turn. So, honey, I think this could end badly for Frankie due to him using this woman.
I completely agree. I was thinking the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That he think he getting over and she gonna wear him out. Would you say turn him every
which way but loose.
Right.
Every which way but loose. Post your comments, y'all, what y'all think about crazy jail bait. Then, Renee was very nice to Ray as he comes in from his job. She was in here cooking breakfast, telling Ray that she's going to let the mom babysit the kids. Still ain't told him she's back to working in that strip club because you can't take a stripper you can't turn a stripper to a housewife. Not on this show. And you was upset that the man had went for a job. Mm-hmm. Let me pull this camera down, y'all, because this might be a debate. My wife was upset that this man of the law, did you hear what I said? Mm-hmm. A man of the law went to go de-stress himself by jogging. Yes. And this is something he's known to do. He's a fit guy. He jogs to help with his stress. Mm-hmm. Now, why was you upset, honey, that he was out jogging?
we saw what Renee was going through episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
The she's in the throes, the perils of new motherhood with another toddler.
True.
And he got the nerve to take time for himself and go for a jog. Mind you, while she stops and cooks him a meal and comes back in and no. You sit there, cook your own meal, and let her take a bath or something. Because I'm sure, it's hard to even do that too. As a new mom,
she volunteered and cooked that, honey.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't tell her to cook it. She volunteered. You saw how happy and elated he was when she came in and saw her cooking. She cooked it for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. Now, I'm not in the tank for Ray, but I have had kids, and I know what she's talking about. I know what people go through. Now, honey, Ray has feelings too, and she hasn't been able to give him no draws or any kind of sexual pleasure. So he's out here jogging to release some of that stress. What say you in defense of what men go through when women give birth to babies?
And she's not going through that either. She's going through the same thing.
Well, I mean, you guys have other orifices you can pleasure people with. You ain't just got to use the main orifice. And if she is having that concern, she hasn't expressed it. He's expressing it through behavior. The only thing she's expressed through behavior is that she is not happy not having a job. That's all she expressed.
Being here day in, day out with the baby, and you're gone, you're working.
Yeah.
Okay, come back home, and how about let's go for a walk together? Let's both of us use that time together.
So you saying that she should have went jogging with him?
Yeah.
Renee don't jog though. That's not a way she get off her stress.
Mm-hmm.
Renee dance at the club, and she's getting her stress off by going back to.
We don't know if she don't jog.
The show has never shown Renee jogging. It's shown Ray jogging several times. Mm-hmm. The show has shown us what Renee likes to do. She likes to be in that strip club, and that's what she's doing. But she's doing it in the wrong manner because she's not telling this man what she's doing.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, eyebrow raised that Renee doesn't have any time for herself, and here he is finally able to be at home, and he's out jogging. Just raise an eyebrow. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Well, y'all post your comments down there. Let us know what you think. We try to bring you guys electrifying color commentary.
A woman's job is never done. So not only catering to the baby, but now she's catering to Ray.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you get married for that.
Next thing.
That's exactly what you get married for. Lex. Oh, the only person up here who seems to have it together. Is it safe to say that? Cinnel, he's the only person that seems to have everything together on the show for the most part. Like there's no vices we know of with him or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
He had a breakfast with his homeboy who's retired. And basically, the homeboy knew you didn't just have this as a networking event. Homeboy's like, you wanted to just bitch about Ray. And homeboy gave him the perfect advice. He said, Cinnel, this is all you need to know about Ray. He's going to mess up again, and you need to be standing there with wide open arms ready to basically take his job back. What did you think about that scene? Now, that's a good friend.
Yeah, he was right. He said, don't sit and worry about nothing Ray is doing because Ray is going to be Ray. And in true fashion, he's going to fail again.
Yep.
So just sit back and waiting to claim your spot.
And we started to see how that's going to happen because the video I played you guys in the very beginning was Ray at first trying to be tough on Sara, and now all of a sudden he's been smiling at her, but he tried to put up a front like he was going to be tough on her. Honey, there are some people that think Sara is a plant. Do you think Sara could possibly be a plant put in there to take down Ray?
Potentially.
Oh.
I can see that.
Okay. You know what would be real sinister? If that plant came from Cinnel. Because he's been a good guy the whole time. Mm-hmm. It would only be fitting if he put the plan in there or he got the ball rolling to have Sara put in there to entice Ray. Mm-hmm. Because he needs some get back for the way Ray treated him. That would be so satisfying at the end of the season. We'll see where it goes with that. So now Ray is in here, and they about to do Operation Lucky. Operation Lucky, honey, is to get Osito and the Frawleys all caught up on the cake. This is the first time we had a chance to see Ray introduce Jackie to Sara. And it seemed like, to me, Jackie kind of looked at Sara like, oh, you kind of hot. As if they might have had alluded that something was going to go that way. But they quickly ended that story. Mm-hmm. So how did you feel about this meetup when all three of these characters met for the first time over Operation Lucky?
Yeah, I did see a weird kind of look between the two.
Mm-hmm.
And initially I was thinking, so is Sara here to mess around with Ray, or is Sara here to mess around with Jackie?
That's what you said. That's exactly what you said.
Yeah, so we'll see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I noticed a lot about Sara while she was in this office, and I'll come back to her in a minute. But I'm here to tell you, my wife last week was all on the Sara train. She's a new cadet. She ain't gonna be trying to do nothing. She's got family members in the FBI and all that. And I said, honey,
Yeah, are we gonna? So now I will say the contrast. There's a contrast between the Sara they're showing here and the Sara that showed in the first episode. This is completely different Sara. Her whole demeanor, the way she looks, and so I agree just by her mannerisms and what she's saying in her interactions that she's going to go the sinister route.
Yeah. Well, think of it like this. Sara in episode 1 was uniformed. Now, granted, uniformed or not, you still a cop. But now she's undercover uniform. Like it looked like she about to go to the strip club or something like that. So maybe her persona changes as she changed outfits. Either way, she's still a cop. She done let her hair down. Now she's feeling comfortable. Oh, I love this scene. My man Osito is in the middle of a sale, honey, in his car lot. His regular day job, his government money. And this fool roll up on him, mess up his sale. Cito and them get into this nice car. He's driving like he went to the Dale Earnhardt School of Driver's License right out of North Carolina, and basically tells Osito, yo, bro, without product, you ain't nothing but a used car salesman. The hell? This is Osito. This is the king of the gate. Do you not know what you're dealing with? Honey, talk to me about this scene. This dude driving erratic, about to hit people who just jogging on the street.
And he completely ignoring the fact that he's the one who screwed up part of their connect anyway.
Nope. He ain't thinking about that. He ain't worried about no Lil Sal. Nope. He just content with wilding out. And Ray in this episode also told you the backstory I've been telling you guys about how this dude has failed from the major leagues. He was giving people steroids. He was taking steroids and all that. They gave you kind of his backstory. Honey, even though in this episode some get back was made, I still want to see Owen die.
You want to go there, huh?
Yeah. I want Osito to grab him by the neck. And then I want him to give him some of that Shawn Michaels sweet chin music.
Violent. Oh.
And then take him out. That's what Osito's violent. He's violent. Like, I know y'all folks love him, but hey, don't forget, Cito is a violent brother, man. He don't play. All right. Now, this was funny. Sorry. We said the PP test was going to come to an end, right? So Jackie fails the PP test because it had weed in it. And Lieutenant Smith went off on her, even though Jackie tried to tell him, look, I helped y'all get Frankie Cuevas. She even went in there with some, this is some bull job against women. And then Lieutenant Smith had to remind her, oh, it's bull job against women, but you two women lost Charmaine. He had to remind her about that, okay? And Ray is telling her to calm down. We might can salvage a job. But you see that little chick in the background right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's who was doing the P test for Renee, and she was giving her the Target gift card.
Right.
And the lady get up in her Boston accent. My husband gave me the gummies.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about this scene, honey. I was dying laughing. I was like, a part of me was like, Jackie, that's what you get.
Right.
But, you know, we love Jackie. Yeah. Like, we love her. But at the same time, sooner or later, your consequences is going to hit you.
I mean, Jackie's had, it looks like so many close calls with this P test. So even on the first episode, when the lady popped up, it was spontaneous. Or was it this one?
It was this one.
Okay, but still, you clean it up. I know that's easier said than done for someone who's a drug addict. But girl, come on.
So I guess for Jackie, it's kind of like whoever's giving you the pee, you expecting them to stay clean.
Right.
But you know what? You're having to trust somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say this, but how trustworthy can somebody be if they actually willing to take payment for their pee, knowing that this could be some real serious trouble?
I mean, I guess it depends on how bad they need that money.
I guess so.
I mean, and she said her husband gave her gummies and didn't realize.
And she forgot.
But who sit around and eat gummy bears?
Weed laced gummy bear. There's a lot of people that smoke weed.
She said she didn't know it was weed in it, right?
Yeah.
So why else are you eating gummies?
She might like gummy bear candy. Our daughter likes gummies.
Mm-hmm.
I eat sour candy that would be gummies if it didn't have the sour stuff on it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's one of the most popular selling candies for folks. Dentists hate them, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Your
dentists do not like you chewing on anything that's chewy and gummy like that. Mm-mm. So I wonder is that girl going to play a role later on in the season to help Jackie? Then we get Osito going over to Charmaine's auntie's house, looking for Charmaine and Wayne because he needs some product out of New York. And the auntie here is like, bro, I need a new hot water heater. Mm-hmm. Can you help me out with that? And he was ready to help her.
Mm-hmm. But
she also made sure to let him know Charmaine ain't gone because she's ratting on you.
Yeah.
And she also let him know that, bro, I know you need your product quick, but Wayne is having a hard time in New York himself. So what did you think all this coming to see the auntie meant, honey? How do you think this is going to play a role in the Osito later on?
I'm not sure. I know. I mean, eventually it looks like we're going to see Charmaine.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
It shows that he's putting his feet to the pavement, trying to establish connections. So he's putting that work in, trying to, build up keep his business going. And he's running into tough times. Right.
Definitely. I also feel like it means we're going to see Wayne. Mm-hmm. Wayne at some point in time is going to come through. I agree with you. We definitely going to see Charmaine. Shout out to Imani Lewis, friend of the show, our friend. We love you. We can't wait to see you come back. But I think that we're seeing when the chips are down, these are going to be the people that's going to really help Osito. Mm-hmm. That's what I think we're seeing with her. Even Auntie, who kind of seemed a little off-putting, she eventually broke down and helped them out, basically just let them know what's going on. So I think be prepared for that, y'all. It's coming, definitely. Oh, man. A character on this show I really love, we got a chance to see. My main man, Eddie Murphy, who's been like a father figure, a good guy, was chasing his white horse last year, the Scrod father, basically kind of them going into retirement. I was glad to see him and not Bull from Night Court because with him, you're going to get the kind of love you need, not what you want. Mm-hmm. And he basically told Jackie, look, don't worry about the firing. I can talk to Ray. Let's go to a meeting tonight and get clean. Mm-hmm. And she was about to go. But she looked up new back page, found Emma because she's got her new white horse, which is Veronica, and Emma called her back and she's setting up something with Emma of all nights tonight. I was thinking to myself, Jackie, can't you go see Emma another night? Why you got to miss out on someone who really cares about you? But this just goes to buffer my point about she's a Captain Save-A-Ho, and when she finds that new purpose dealing with whatever it is, she's going to stop at nothing for that new purpose, even if it means her sobriety, her job. She's got this purpose. How did you see this?
I mean, her sobriety is shot right now. And again, I think this is the only thing she's holding on to prove that, I really am a good person. I really can make a difference. And this makes her feel good about herself. Eddie Murphy showing up. It was good to see him.
Yeah.
I mean, she does have somebody in her corner who's looking out for her, but she's not taking his hand to get the help that she needs.
Right.
And this is what a lot of families go through, who have people who are dealing with, substance abuse. It's hard, interacting and trying to get help for someone who doesn't want the help at the time.
I would say any addiction. Doesn't just have to be substance. It can be any addiction.
Yeah, but substance abuse is just so ugly. If you haven't been through it or if you haven't seen it, it's so ugly. And it shows that Eddie Murphy knows her so well. She tried to blow him off and say, I only been, I don't know if she was saying she was clean or she was trying to shorten the timeline when she fell off. And he said, no, basically, I know your pattern. You didn't call me. You haven't called me since so-and-so. You've been avoiding me since so-and-so. So that's when you fell off, Jackie.
That part. Yeah. Good recall, honey. Tell you got a good memory. That is exactly what happened. And she did blow off her sobriety, honey, to chase this white horse because he was trying to take her down the road to sobriety that night. Someone you can trust.
He knows,
someone that's in your corner who has your best interest, who you have screwed and has stuck by you. He was ready to put all that aside because he cared about you so much and take you down the road to sobriety. And you put all that off to go and find really Veronica, but Emma.
Right. And if she's not careful, she'll end up getting to a point where he feels like it's better for him
to stay away,
to just leave it alone, stay away and completely cut her out of his life just because of the roller coaster ride that she's taking him on. He's older. He can't, be putting up with stuff like that. I'm sure eventually his wife is looking at you like, what are you doing?
The wife was looking at him crazy last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if there's a fine line between me stepping out there and reaching to help you and hurting myself in the process, and how long can I allow myself to get hurt while I'm trying to help you?
Exactly.
So she may lose Eddie Murphy this season.
No. She might lose him. If she lose Eddie Murphy, we lose Eddie Murphy. Yeah. And we don't want to lose Eddie Murphy. No, Jackie.
So we're going to lose him to tragedy, or we're going to lose him to, I'm doing what's best for me in my life, and I have to leave you outside in the cold.
Post your comments on Eddie Murphy, y'all. That's my guy. Oh, this JLB. Lord have mercy. She's executing the plan that Frankie wanted her to put in place. She pops up on Renee's mama, who has both of the kids, poses as a nanny for a neighbor, looking like the post woman. Really, I thought it was the post lady, helping her get the baby up the stairs. But something that struck me, you might not remember this, but did you see the evil look the son?
No, I saw it.
Oh, okay. The evil look the son gave. So, honey, what did you take from that scene, from the way everything went down?
I mean, the son looks like he had more discernment than the mama.
He was like,
right. So the son, if the little boy looking like, who the heck are you? The grandma should have been looking like it too.
Right.
I mean, so this is just setting up. And I said this last episode when he was kind of priming this woman to do his dirty work. I said, oh my goodness, he gonna send her after Renee.
You did? Yep. Yes, you did.
And there she is, ingratiating herself to the mother, to Renee's mother, and doing exactly what I said she was gonna do.
Yep.
Now, do you think that he would allow? I don't think he would allow her to do anything to little Frankie. Do you think he's just doing this to scare Renee with the baby, or do you think he'd even take the next step and letting her harm Frankie and Ray and Renee's baby?
Here's the problem. He might give her orders to only mess with Renee, but this woman is crazy as a bag of cats with one bat in it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't control that kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She might get to the point of looking at them kids as though they are her kids because that's her man.
Right.
Or she might look at the whole family as an impediment to her man, no matter what he say do. So then she'll be inclined to handle their business so that she can eliminate any threats that's keeping her from getting to her man. I could easily see that. Now, the one that I want to see her go down the road first of pretending like these is your kids. Then you just act like they're an impediment to getting to your man. But we'll see how the story plays it. We'll see how they play it. Post your comments, y'all. You know,
I'm afraid for next week, but I guess we're going to see what happens.
We gonna see. We definitely gonna see. Oh, my wife is gonna love this next one, ladies and gentlemen. I actually have to play a clip for the next part we're gonna see, because this is when Renee went back to her job and they showed something that happened last season that had my wife in purity tears on the edge of her seat. For your enjoyment and the fans, honey, take a look at this.
Yeah, that was my scene. I rewound that I don't know how many times.
Oh my God, Lord have mercy. So Renee is asked to go in that office and she's holding on to these bitter memories. Donna asked her to go in there and get some records. When she finally gets in there, she realizes that the room is different. She's able to find the records for Donna. Honey, talk to me about what were they trying to tell us with this scene and Renee and Donna?
What is still traumatic for Renee, what happened. And I didn't think it was going to be, considering the relationship that she had with Jorge. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't put too much thought into what they're trying to say other than she's back at the scene of the crime. It did affect her. And that's it.
I think that it's trying to tell us that this was a traumatic scene for her. This is something that's still eaten in her mind. This is something that could still legitimately take her down.
True.
But also, I felt like it was telling us that there's levels to the crime you're willing to do. And Renee's not a killer. Killing someone, even if it was an accident, was a bridge too far for her becoming a criminal. But I also feel like it's saying that now that she's overcome this thing that was mentally kind of scaring her, she might be ready to become a crime boss. It could be. They could have been telling us all that she might be ready to be queen pin now. You know, she done got over that fear. You done crossed that bridge. You went back to the spot of where this thing happened. You overcame it now because the office is different. Hey, I need to go ahead and step my game up. That's what I was looking at. Post your comments. Let us know what y'all thought. That's how I got it. Then we get this right here. Cinnel is still on the case, honey. He's not going away. He's on this case. And he wants to know about these bodies that we know done had something to do with Frankie Cuevas. And he goes after one of the ladies whose name was Sharon Bailey. Come to find out, honey, this is not the real Sharon Bailey. We've got some crooked ass immigration attorney giving people visas under fake names, and he let this lady go. What was you thinking after this scene? What did this scene tell you about where they're going with this story?
That he's still hot on the case and he's making progress. So he's one step closer to, figuring out what happened to Jorge. Right. He's getting there.
And when I first saw this, I'm thinking, is there any chance that Frankie's lawyer could be this crazy fake ass immigration attorney? Because Frankie said, I can handle Choletta for 5 G's. The lawyer said, no, I'm gonna need 105. So I thought that maybe this was going to be something with that lawyer, but it turns out it wasn't that, and we'll get there in a minute. Now, this was another scene that was pretty funny, y'all.
Oh, goodness.
In this scene, honey, Sara is supposed to be undercover. I played the trailer of how Ray was trying to get her to, you have to be undercover. You know, he's giving her on-the-job training. And I'm sure that's not the only training he wants to give her. But she realizes, okay, I'm going to do this. She gets in the car like a fool. She ain't supposed to get in that car, but she gets in there. The guy pulls a knife on her. She whip out bear spray and didn't even know how to use a damn pepper spray. And then Ray to the rescue. Talk to me about this scene, honey.
So this is showing us that she is just as inept as Ray.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
So you're gonna have two bumbling fools
honey. I gotta slow. Inept. She's a rookie.
Yes. Yeah.
She's a rookie.
So yes, she is.
Like, don't she get a grace period? Like, they usually give you 90 days before they think you're supposed to know how to do anything. She's a rookie. She's a rookie undercover.
It sounds like she made a stupid mistake. So not only that, getting in the car, okay, we give you that. But you spraying pepper spray or whatever in an enclosed space,
right, to
the point where you got yourself. So that's another example of her. She's going to be making stupid mistakes. Just you can't explain that one away.
Yes, I can.
On rookie,
you can't.
No.
Why? So basically, you saying they trained them in the academy how to use pepper spray.
She don't have common sense. She's going to be making some stupid behind mistakes. She's a liability. Yeah, this is going to be. It makes you think it's screaming nepotism as well. So she claimed that her uncle was, high up. So that's probably how she got through the academy. Either that or she flirted her way through, because she's doing a lot of that this episode.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Why are you in the car asking about Renee? Renee ain't none of your business. And
wait. When you work with a partner, you want to know about their family. Like, you don't just want it to be a working relationship. When you're dealing in something that your life is entrusted to someone, you need to know about these people.
Day one, that's your first conversation. Apparently it was an inappropriate question because he shut it down.
Okay. And this is Ray of all people shutting down.
Ray shut it down. Let's keep focused on what we're doing. She should have been asking, how do you use pepper spray? Not what Renee doing.
Well,
what's your relationship like?
She shouldn't have had to be in position to use the pepper spray because she wasn't supposed to get in the car.
Right. She should have been asking, what happens if he tells me to get in the car?
Now, y'all want me to tell you what, along with all that she said, I agree. But I'm going to tell you what else I interpret from it. Because I watched her listening like a damn chicken hawk to them conversations that Jackie was having with Ray about how she took down Frankie Cuevas, all that stuff. I felt like she feels like to get in good with Ray, she needs to do the same thing as Jackie. And she was there when Jackie got escorted out. So now she thinks she needs to be the new Jackie because she's seeing how tight Jackie and Ray was and what Jackie was able to do for Ray. I think that's what she was doing here by just throwing caution to the wind.
I see some of that too. Risky behavior. Both of them taking risks.
Post your comments, y'all. We the best in class at breaking down TV shows. Now you can't beat us. Here we go. Oh Lord. She's a queen pin now, honey. So my homegirl Tiff, who has a Saved by the Bell rear end, was in here pleasuring a man because she need to make her money. And she's also selling drugs too. And Auntie Renee comes in and says, what the hell you think you doing? And Tiff is like, look, if it's money you want, why you ain't say that? And then the conversation ends with, well, do you got some better product? Well, honey, who has some better product?
Renee.
Oh, Renee got some product.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me, honey, and this is going to cause a rift between her and Donna, and I like Donna. God, Lord, let me, Rebecca, you make me sick. You and them right. This is going to cause a rift between Donna and Renee because they're going to find out. They're going to find out.
Do you think Donna wants in? Do you think Donna would get in on it?
No, Donna don't know. No, nothing in Donna's character over the last couple of years told me she wants to be in on that type of bull job. No, but Renee is her friend. So she might give her a chance to like clean it up, get it up out of here. But the problem is you about to make this club a hotbed. Like you don't even realize you signaling to Frankie where the drugs at. But then I don't think Renee has thought this through unless she has fully in her mind become the queen pin. What is she going to do when her drugs go?
She just want to get rid of it, probably. I don't think she's looking to become a queen PN. I think she's just looking at how am I going to unload these drugs.
So you don't think that after she get to seeing that fast money, she ain't gonna want to keep it coming in?
No.
Post your comments, y'all. That's where we disagree.
No, she got to get that money out. Being the responsible mother that she is, she needs to get the drugs out of her house in a safe fashion and secure her kids' future. So yeah, sell this little bit of drugs. We'll put this in the bank for their college or whatever, and we good. We'll let Ray. Ray has a steady, solid paycheck. He'll take care of us. Next.
I don't have the energy, so I'm gonna just go to the next thing. But post y'all comments. Lord have mercy. I'm glad my wife is feeling very Betty Crocker today. So here we go with Osito going to one of his sellers and a friend, I thought, till we realized this friend is making plans to re-up his supply from somewhere else. And the king of the cake came out right here. He had to check that, but where you think you're going to get your re-up from? Talk to me about this scene, honey.
Right. I mean, he still got his, what y'all say, ears to the street.
Ears to them streets. Yep.
And he know that somebody's trying to get over on him, basically. And so if you ain't got, you ain't tell me you run a low on product and you ain't concerned that you about to run out of money, or you ain't, going to keep your income stream coming in. So you ain't reached out. So you didn't reach out to somebody.
Osito never thought that the man might want to get out the game and become a banker. And he don't look like no banker, do he?
No.
Maybe the man that made enough money, he want to go back to school and be a mechanic because he was out there working on the damn moped. There was never that thought in Osito's mind at all.
Not at all. He know when he getting played.
Maybe he want to be a barber. Maybe he want to go sell clothes on Saks Fifth Avenue. No chance, huh?
Or he just didn't know he was getting low.
Osito, no. King of the Cake, no.
Now he did have to, I like how he bucked up when he told that guy, I ain't asked you to guess. I said go see. He ran and saw.
Classic Osito. Classic Osito. And after Osito figures that out, he runs right on over here to Shane Farley and threatens the man again. But only difference is this time, Shane puts the Stomp Johnson down. Basically, it's like, look, don't threaten me. It is what it is. You ain't really in no position to be trying to threaten me. How'd you like this scene right here? The lines was drawn, in my opinion.
I mean, it's just building up. We knew it was going to come to this eventually between the two of them. We got a little taste of that last episode, but both of them kind of backed off. And so this is mounting. The tension is mounting.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was the setup right here. King of the Cake versus the King of Go-Karts. We got our setup. Let's see how it goes. And so while that's going on, we still got Operation Lucky Charms. And Sara got her man. And did you see the look on his face when he realized, look at Sara. See, folks, if a woman smile, nod her head like that, the B is crazy. Stay away from her men. Stay away. Run. But this is Sara. The good time you might have for 15 minutes or 2 minutes, however long it take you to nut, ain't worth the trauma in life, trust me. So they got this guy. They putting the squeeze on him, Ray and Sara. And basically telling him, I can throw you away 6 years to life. And this dude's like, nah, it ain't worth that to me. So he's ratting on Red, the guy that drives Owen around. And so now Ray has got him to introduce Sara. She's going to be introduced to Red. How is this going to go down, honey? Look at that face. Oh,
right.
Oh. So sweet and young and innocent with her Adidas jumper. Oh, her tracksuit. Oh, she's sweet, honey. How can you say a face like that can't be trusted? How? Look at that face. If you was to have a baby, you want that face to look.
Come on. Whatever.
Okay, go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
So it's gonna be a disaster. It's not her and Ray together.
Oh.
This is gonna make for yeah. What did what is his name? Centilli's friend say? Just sit back and let Ray be Ray.
Sitting back.
Yep.
Hands up, don't shoot.
It's gonna blow up. Sit back and let Ray be Ray.
Because think, the situation with Ray and Renee was chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
She lying to the federal police. She lying to the land shark DA, Kate Miller's character. She lying to her, then going back crying, and DA Shaw wasn't buying none of it. Mm-hmm. This girl is younger in the police force, and I don't think he's not going to think about. She obviously, like you said, I agree with you. There's some nepotism involved with this shit.
She ain't too bright. It seems like she's the type who cheated her way through.
Possibly. Or cheated nepotism and used her good looks.
Mm-hmm.
And
now she has something to prove.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if she tried to keep Jackie from getting back on the force. Wouldn't surprise me one bit.
No, not at all.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. Then we get to this, and this was a train wreck. The mama tells Renee that she found a nanny, didn't do no homework on the nanny, didn't do no criminal background check, didn't do none of that. But because Renee has got these new priorities at the club, she about to start selling her drugs, she calls up the nanny because the mama has a hair appointment.
Yeah, the mama says she raised her kids. I done raised my kids, Renee. Don't be trying to bring them over here and stop my action.
What?
Yeah.
Who you think paying for the hair appointment?
It don't matter.
Yes, it do.
You supposed to. I raised you. And that's how her mama feels.
That don't mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean nothing. You're an adult now.
The mama said she raised her kids. You come get my grandbabies, and because I got stuff to do.
A hair appointment.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't the grandma at least seen the girls? Like, couldn't she done more than look at the driver's license? Couldn't the mama say, okay, well, let me take a picture of them license. I'm gonna run a criminal background check.
Yeah, that's.
Can't you do more than that?
I think most women would have more discretion or, discernment than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't know. Have you talked to the Johnsons? Do they even know who the Johnsons are? It's such a common last name.
Right,
it's just like, oh, the Johnsons.
Is there really a Johnson's next door that has children?
I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't a Johnson. They just hear Johnsons and okay, yeah.
Or it could be a Johnson's and they don't have no damn kids.
Right.
Upon further investigation.
They could have kids.
The son might know something because the son, when she said I was with the Johnson, the son was like, because I'm thinking maybe the son know the Johnsons ain't got no kids. So it's going to be up to the son to save it. The son
always plays with the Johnsons, and I ain't never seen you.
Could be that too. Are you? Could be that too. The son, Frankie Jr. is going to have to save us, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to have to save us. Then we get to here go your girl Jackie. Lord have mercy, Jackie. Got to be more careful. She's out here chasing the hood ass Peter Pan, who is sex trafficking women. He's trying to oversee Emma. And not only is he doing that, but Jackie comes here to see Emma. This man takes Jackie's money, didn't give it back because Jackie was asking too many questions about V. Honey, talk to me about this scene. Godly. This is another guy I want to get beat up too. Yeah. Fake ass Peter Pan.
I was a little nervous for Jackie. I just sat back and held my breath and hope she made it out of there alive.
Yeah, we'll see. She did see Emma, but nothing went in that situation. But we'll get back to that in a minute. Our boy Cinnel, doing good police work, goes and finds out that the lawyer was doing this crookedly, and he threatened him, and the lawyer gave him the real names. It was a Angela and a, let me see what the other name was. I forgot the other name, but it's an Angela and the other girl. The other girl is dead. So it's only one left, and immigration is going to deport her back. What did you take away from this scene?
Again, getting closer. Until he's about to make a move and make a big bust in the case, so he's making moves. Right.
Yep. Centil's that dude, man. He's gonna get his job back, and Ray gonna be outside looking in. And I can't wait for that. They gotta pay us off for that. And then we get this. Little Sara done changed clothes again. And honey, why is she at the police office always trying to look so cute? Now, I love that jacket that they wear for their police force. I wish I could get my hands on one of them. But she's in here. Ray basically done said, look, honey, I'm going to have to put that you use that pepper spray improperly. And she's like, don't put it in there.
Right.
Like don't. Like,
it's going to make me look stupid.
Like, no, don't put it in there. It's going to make me look like a dumb blonde, the stereotype. And I don't believe in that stereotype, right? And Ray says, get the hell out of my office. Then she trots back into the office. This is her trotting back in. I know you're supposed to train me, but can you train me without being a dick? What was she trying to tell Ray?
I don't know. What was she trying to tell him?
Be sweet on me, and I'll be sweet to you. Be sweet on me, and I'll be sweet to you. Okay. This sweet.
Okay.
Then we get to Crazy Town. Lord have mercy. Stop calling this show Hightown. Call it Crazy Town. The sign of a crazy person, there's a stereotype for this. We always talk about these 400-pound men that live in the basement, go running around voting for Trump with keyboard courage warrior. Look at her room, honey. This is a grown-ass woman. Her room looks like our daughter's room. Lights and shit all over the place. Pink. Definitely she's still staying with her mama.
Wallpaper.
Yeah. Like, girl, you nuts. You need to be in an attic somewhere. But then to show how crazy she really is, she's going through her phone and she's looking at pictures of Frankie Jr. and Renee. Oh, Lord have mercy. And then to add injury to insult, we get more insight about this crazy jail babe. The Nana come in the room and ask her, well, baby, what is you doing? Is you up there having a conversation with your chat line friend? And she scream at Nana, get the hell up out of here. Honey, tell me everything you gathered about this character and how nutty she is. Dad, she nuttier than a truckload of fruitcakes.
That she's about to take us for a ride as well. So, like, Frankie better watch out.
I'm trying to tell you, yeah.
Frankie, she might run off with them kids. Who knows what she's gonna do? She looking at her new son-in-law right there.
She obsessing, yeah.
I
told you, she obsessing. Damn
so,
right.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to contain this one.
I also gathered that one of the forces that's going to be able to take this crazy bee down is the crazy looking Nana. The Nana's going to have to take this chick down. When all else fails,
she's going to give up information.
Yep. Because she's already worried about this chick having all these chat line friends.
No, she ain't worried. I thought she was like encouraging,
Well, then that would say that the Nana is crazy. Now she look a little Einstein-y crazy, like she stuck a finger in a socket and hair got electrocuted. But I think the Nana's going to come back to help. I think. I don't know. Post your comments, y'all. This scene was just nuts. You feel me? Nuts.
And did she get a phone call from Frankie during this scene too?
Yeah. She got the phone call, and I was just about to say, she tells Frankie to talk sexy to her, play with her. And then she tells Frankie to do the same thing. And all he did was put his hands on the bars, act like he was playing with himself. Frankie ain't doing that. Frankie don't know he's dealing with a combustible force right here. You over here turning this woman on. You probably the only chat line friend that has actually returned this woman's calls and all that.
I mean, and she said she's never done anything like this. She's never gotten in trouble. So this is her thrill ride. This is a bomb waiting to explode.
Yep. I'm beginning to feel a little sad for Frankie. He don't know. I can't wait. He don't know what he messing with.
For his expression when he realized that he done turned loose like the Tasmanian devil. Oh my goodness.
And Lord forbid they get them in a situation where they can be like intimate. And he got that poop bag.
She might be controlling Frankie in the end. Yeah.
Post your comments, y'all. We can't wait to hear that. Then we get on to this, honey. And I love every minute of this. Owen is in here treating the girls like pure T-S-H-I-T, trying to jack off, and they showed his penis. It was a prosthetic. It wasn't real. And telling them to dance and throwing their money on the floor until Uncle Shane had to come in here and tell him that he's stupid, young, and slap the fire out of it. And I loved every minute of it. You know, I don't care for Shane. I like that he slapped his nephew, because I was beginning to think, what kind of a antagonist, what kind of a bad guy are you if you at some point in time don't try to intimidate people through pain? And he did. He took his aggressions out on Owen and said, "Get your punk ass ready for war."
Right. Right.
War that Owen really is the one who put in motion.
Right.
If we want to be $100 about it, $100 about it. And so, what did this scene tell you about both of these characters?
That again, Owen is still a screw up.
Yeah.
He's entitled,
Mm-hmm.
and his uncle has the upper hand. So that's it.
It told me all those things, but it also said that you can only intimidate people with fear, but for so long. You can only slap them, kick them around, but for so long before they decide to turn on you. He could be setting himself up for failure here if he don't die. Now, of course, you know, I want to see Osito kill him, but if he don't die, he could turn on his uncle. Guess we'll have to see where it goes. Last thing we saw this episode, folks, Jackie get a phone call from Ray telling her that Lieutenant Smith said he'll let you get your job back if you go to Florida for rehab, while she's going up here to Emma's house. Now, when you heard this, honey, what did immediately go through your mind? I'll tell you what went through mine after you tell me yours, then I'll tell you mine. That chick ain't going to no Florida for no rehab. She got a white horse she need to get on. She at the white horse house, basically, and she gets in here to Emma's crib, and Emma's door is locked because Emma is on the couch, stone, like cold stone ice cream. And this is the question I have for my wife. Do people just keep Narcan on hand in their house? Maybe this is a junkie thing. You know, maybe if you live with a junkie, you know that they could do this and you had to use Narcan. But like, do they keep? Is this something that is prevalent in the community or something, honey?
It's a way to, you know, of course, prevent deaths. I don't know what type of, if there's like a Narcan distribution program, or if this means that she's had a history because she's a recovering addict. They give it to her just in case. Right. There might be, you know, an agreement amongst users that if we get in trouble, we have this on hand. And
yeah. Well, she woke her back up.
Well, apparently so, because Jackie knew to go looking for it.
Jackie
did. Knew to go look at where is the Narcan.
Good point. Good point. Jackie was able to revise her, and I felt bad for Emma because I feel like fake ass Peter Pan has forced her into this ring. And she was kind of telling Jackie, it's been a long day, it's stressful, all the stuff that's dealing with me, this just takes the edge off. I also felt bad that Jackie, who I know is dealing with drug addiction, sat there and watched and allowed this girl to shoot herself up. But then I also realized Jackie is trying to save the white horse. What happened to Veronica?
And she's also trying, I think she's doing everything to resist going and grabbing that needle herself.
That too.
So she was in the corner looking shook. What struck me initially, though, was it was sad. It was a little funny, but it was also sad. Yeah. That when she revived the girl, the first thing she said is, "You ruined my high." I know. She was pissed that she ruined her high. I know. Not that, oh my God, I almost died. It was, look what you did. That was sad. And she went scrambling for more drugs. That's in life. It's so tough when something can control you that much. Like like I said, I felt bad for Emma. And for all we know, and for Jackie, and Jackie too.
And for all we know, Emma was forced into this life with fake ass Peter Pan, like he's a pimp or something, you know, and don't know how to escape. Because when Jackie started rubbing Emma after she got her high, Emma started talking about how it was sad whatever happened to V, and that she missed her girl V, while Jackie's sitting there rubbing her. Talk to me about what they was telling you through this exhibition of TV.
I mean, that she's getting closer to figuring out as well. So Emma started spilling that, alluding to something happening to V.
Mm-hmm.
And so now Jackie has a lead, basically. She has a lead.
Yeah, with fake ass Peter Pan the pimp.
Mm-hmm.
He's the lead.
Now, if Emma could only tell her how V got that nosebleed. If Emma could only tell her how she got that darn nosebleed that bloodied up her shirt, and what ER she went to get it treated, and where is she? That must have been a doggone, yeah, that was horrible.
You know what, folks? It was a nosebleed because V got stabbed in the nose with a butter knife. So yeah, it would bleed like that if you get stabbed in the nose with a butter knife. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. She got stabbed in the nose with a butter knife. Mm-hmm. Yep. But folks, let us know what you think. That is our review. We've enjoyed it. I've seen some people claim they didn't like it or whatever, but the majority of people I've talked to and seen and have commented have really enjoyed it. We're just sad that this is the last season, and we're wondering how they're going to wrap up so many things with such short episodes. Well, whatever they don't wrap up, ladies and gentlemen, Rebecca Cutter says she's coming to do her interview. You just got to be ready for when I'm going to go live so that you guys can take questions and ask her what things she would have put into the show. Any parting words, honey? Are you excited for the next episode?
No, I'm definitely excited to see where, I can't remember her name, you call her Crazy Town, what she's going to do.
Let's just call her Beth.
Yeah. I want to see what happens. Yeah, I'm ready for it all. It's very entertaining.
Yep. Don't forget to like the video, y'all. Comment, subscribe. Check me out on my podcast, the Life Gains Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Follow me on TikTok. I chop these videos up and put them up there so I can have a presence there. And of course on YouTube, share me with your friends. I'm opening up my content, not just doing more of the stuff that was kind of like, I guess, criminal instances on Stars, but I'm also jumping out here doing a little bit more with comics, the MCU. Follow me on this ride. And until that next Sexy as Hell video, get ready to go watch Hightown, episode 3. Peace. All right.